Hello, my name is Kurt, and today I'll be talking about another MGTOW topic. The topic in this video will be how to save money as a MGTOW. Now, if you are starting to go MGTOW, you will see all the benefits that MGTOW has financially. And I've talked about this in previous videos, and I mentioned that one of the main reasons of going MGTOW was to save money, pretty much, because relationships and women in general are massive leeches of money. So with that out of the way, if you have a decent income, all the money goes into your pocket and you decide how to spend it. So like I said, I talked about that in previous MGTOW videos, so I'm not going to continue rambling on that. When you're starting to go MGTOW, I urge, especially the younger viewers that were inspired to go MGTOW by my videos or somebody else's MGTOW videos, is not to be all extravagant, because when you watch my videos talking about escorts and all this stuff, and then all these luxury goods, I make videos on luxury goods too, you're gonna think like, wow, I could do that too. And then you drop, $2,000 to $3,000 on a Rolex, and hundreds and hundreds of dollars on designer brand clothing and gold and whatever you may fancy. And then you may realize that, wow, that was awesome, spending money on escorts and Asian massage parlors is better than dabbling into relationships for sure. But you're going to start to notice how much money you could actually save if you kind of resist all that stuff to begin with. I'm not saying to fully resist. Like I said, I still enjoy everything. I still enjoy the luxuries, whatever. Nothing's going to stop me, because that's just how I enjoy it to do things. But when you step back a notch and just kind of tune it down a little bit, when I first got into the whole Asian massage thing, I was going almost once a week or even multiple times a week sometimes, But once I got over that novelty and that, how should I say, that initial rush of doing something new and doing something sort of taboo, it just kind of died down a bit. And now it's just, every month, whenever I'm in the mood, whenever I'm having some aches, whatever, whenever I want to be pampered, pretty much, is when I indulge in Asian massage parlors. That may be like once a month, twice a month, once every couple of months, because if you go to the Asian spa, they treat you like a king, like for real. Like they undress you, and then, they give you a massage, they happy ending, all that stuff, and then they dress you too. They put your socks on. They if you have a button-up shirt, I always wear a button-up dress shirt, obviously. They button up your shirt. If you have a tie, they'll put it on for you. They'll even tie it from beginning and everything. It's just an awesome feeling. Like I've had girlfriends, and none of them ever gave a shit about me to such a degree where they would button up my shirt and put on my socks and all that stuff. I never expected that. I never forced that, but it would be nice every once in a while. Actually was on the opposite side of the spectrum. I had to massage them, and I had to fucking, do all that bullshit, So, what a fucking joke, huh? So anyway, just kick it back a notch, and then just start saving your cash. Don't indulge in those pleasures too much. If you have any sort of vices, like I smoke, I drink, if you're into the whole, how should I say, the psychoactive scene, that could be very expensive too. Stimulants, all that stuff is super expensive, so, and also damaging to your health. So, once a year, once every, whenever the occasion hits, sure. Especially when you're getting it for free, you know what I'm saying? But, don't splurge too much out of your pocket for stuff like that, like cigarettes. I try to smoke the cheapest stuff. I mean, the cheapest stuff is so fucking rancid. I tried Cheyennes, I tried all these other things that are like $2 a pack or whatever, and it's just horrible. It's a horrible experience. So why would I bother with such a shitty experience to begin with? You know, if I'm gonna do something, I like to do it luxuriously, and I like to do it pleasurably. You know, so I don't smoke the most expensive stuff. I smoke usually Winston's, or I got these coupons. Check it out. $3 off Marlboros and shit like that. So I just collect all that stuff when I get in the mail, and whatever I get in the mail, I just use it, and it just saves me a whole bunch of money that way. And also cut down on it a little bit, go to the gym. Talking about gyms and stuff like that, gym memberships are kind of unnecessary. Going to gyms is kind of unnecessary too. Sure, there's a lot of gear and there's all this other stuff, but you could just go to your local YMCA if you have that anywhere near you, and most of the stuff there is free. You know, they have a free gym, they have a free pool, stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. It's not too impressive, it's not too spectacular. Sure, you're going to get more benefits if you pay for a regular gym, but fuck it, you know, you gotta save every penny. Another quick tip, you know, this is something I do, you know. You may be loaded with cash, but you still gotta scrap, you know what I'm saying? This is aluminum, right? These are aluminum food trays. HFA something that I just got when I bought some takeout food, whatever. I saved this stuff and I melted down all my aluminum cans. I used to take all that stuff to the scrapyard, but now I just save all that stuff and kind of process it on my own, because I found out that you can make a lot more money doing that. I always carry around a magnet, but sooner or later, once you get into metals, you'll have a feel for what's aluminum and what's steel, and what's stainless steel. Like you'll get sort of an instinct and a sense towards that stuff. So you don't really have to carry around a magnet everywhere, but I do anyway. Just touch a magnet, okay, it's aluminum. Toss it in the scrap pile, and then once you have enough of it, melt it down, make it into bars, ingots, whatever, stamp them or not, throw them up on eBay for, you could get around $20 easy from, like, I'd say maybe 5 1-ounce aluminum bars. If you do it properly and if you do it nicely, you stamp them and everything, you can get good money. Try taking that same amount of aluminum to a scrapyard. You're going to get like 10 cents. So yeah, that's something I do. Another quick tip is just stop buying bullshit bottled water, because it's pretty much all tap water under different brand names. You know, drink from water fountains if you're out in public. Obviously clean ones. Don't drink from dirty sources, whatever. Just drink tap water out of your sink. You're already paying for it anyway. You take showers in it, like, it's not really gonna do anything to you. There's all these new agers, and I was on this sort of boat a while ago too, a couple years ago. It's like, oh, I could only drink distilled and filtered water, reverse osmosis only, and then it just ended up costing me way too much. And even if it didn't cost me more or anything, it's just the hassle of getting it, you know. Fuck it. Crank open your sink, pour yourself a glass of cold water, drop some ice cubes in there or whatever, drink it up, you're done. You know, drinking out of Brooklyn toilets, well, not toilets, but just, Brooklyn bathroom sinks and stuff like that. You know, doing that on several occasions where I didn't have access to water sources or whatever around me, and I didn't feel like buying bottled water. You know, you're on the go, you're a little bit dehydrated. They're selling like Gatorade for $3 a bottle. They're selling Dasani and all this other bottled water for $2.50 a bottle or $2 a bottle. It's like, fuck that. I'm going to their bathroom. I'm chugging water out of their sink. It's free. That's the end of that. Go on my way. That's another way to save money. And some people may say, oh, that's not that much. Calculate it. Just sit down and calculate every expense that you have. Bottled water, all this stuff, it adds up. It slowly adds up. Same thing with food. You know, I like to eat good stuff. I like to eat healthy stuff, but you know, sometimes you just gotta slam that bologna sandwich, you know what I'm saying? You gotta slam that bologna sandwich. See, instead of buying ham or salami or freaking pastrami or any of those higher end, more expensive deli meats, stick with your bologna. It's like $1 a pound or something, or $1.50 a pound. You could stack up like 5 pounds of that stuff for $5. That'll feed you for ages. I'm telling you, it's pretty filling too. It's not the best thing to eat. Like I notice if you eat too much bologna and you start to sweat and you don't put any deodorant on, you're gonna start smelling a bit funky. That's for sure. But fuck it, $1 a pound, can't complain. Um, let's see. What else could I get into? Also, gas prices and all that stuff. Like right now, gas isn't too high, but when it comes to traveling anywhere, if you can, if it's not too cold or whatever, um, definitely walk or use a bicycle instead of driving. This way, you'll save a lot on fuel, and you'll also save a lot on just overall maintenance expenses on your cars. The less you drive it, the less you use it, the longer it's going to last. And the more gas you're going to save, and etc., etc. So just walk or ride a bike anywhere you can. Let's see. What other tips can I give? Don't really, you know, if technology is your thing, then by all means go for it, but I'm not really that much of a technology person. I mean, if it works, then it works, you know. I got this old ass camera here, whatever, it still works, still make videos with it for YouTube. I'm using my phone right now. It's an old Galaxy phone. It's not worth much nowadays, but it's still worth it. Why the hell do I have to buy a brand new phone every year or whenever they come out? There's no way I'm going to spend $700 on a phone. It's just not going to happen. Like, if anything, I'll wait. I'll look up eBay, and if I could get that for $200 after a couple of years, then that's what I'll do. It's good to be behind technology a little bit and sort of catch up for a less expensive cost, instead of being that guy that's like, oh, I need everything new. A new console just came out. Oh, a new camera just came out. Oh, a new cell phone just came out. I have to be the first in line. I have to drop $800 for it. And in a year, it'll be worth only $500. And a year after that, it's only going to be worth $300, etc., etc. Like, I remember people lining up for iPhones 4S, whatever, like, dropping like $600, $700 for it. Now they're worth like $50 to $100. The brand new one is worth like $700, but it's the same exact shit as the old one, just with maybe a little bit of bigger screen and some other bullshit they add here and there to make it look, you know, impressive when it's really not. So yeah, let's see, what else? If you live in a tropical climate, I think it's better, because some people could say, oh yeah, you know, hot places, you need AC all the time. That's not necessarily true. If you get used to the tropical climates, like going from a cold place to Thailand, it might be hard to kind of, how should I say, grow accustomed to that temperature change. But after a while, like, you're not gonna need any AC. You could just walk around shirtless in your underwear indoors, pop the windows open during the evenings. It gets cool, and you know, you could save money on electricity and air conditioners and all that stuff. When you live in a colder environment, obviously, bundle up and try to save as much as you can on heat. You know, wear thick sweaters, you know, and don't turn on your heat until it's just super, super cold. You know, drop 2 or 3 sweaters on, drop a robe on, you'll be feeling okay. The house will be cold, but you'll be okay, so fuck it, you know. Let's see, what else? I think that's pretty much it. I covered some of the basic stuff. I don't want to make this video too long. So anyway, guys, hope that helped. Peace out.